gonna say a word that you probably haven't heard in years. Saying this word is gonna bring back some PTSD moments for a lot of you. That word is NFT. You remember that time where NFTs were a massive issue and everyone was freaking out about them? Roblox was no different. There was one game on Roblox which had a massive NFT problem, and that was Pet Simulator X. Pet Simulator X released a whole bunch of NFTs in the past for thousands and thousands of dollars that would let whoever bought it have a huge Pegasus. And by the way, the huge Pegasus is pretty cringe now that you got Titanic pets, but whatever. But the question is though, what happened to these huge pets? They sort of just faded out of existence once the whole NFT saga was over. We heard nothing about them. In fact, I was beginning to think that huge Pegasus, they were just a myth. They were like Bigfoot. They were like unicorns. They weren't actually real. So I did some digging, and apparently the project was an utter failure. The project literally got shut down. It got discontinued, and it was so crazy that Preston literally had to refund all the owners of these huge pets.
Oh, boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
On the OpenSea Pet Simulator X NFT page, you can see in the description it says the project's been discontinued and that the owners were refunded. The connection has been severed and pets are now tradable in-game. We appreciate your understanding. And on the Big Games NFT place, it's offline for maintenance, so they just shut that down as well. And it's kind of funny because people are still selling these huge Pegasus NFTs online. Like, imagine legitimately buying one of these, like someone did literally on January 28th. Oh no, that was just before they shut it down. That was the day they shut it down. And thinking, oh boy, can't wait to get my huge Pegasus, baby. And then logging into Pet Simulator X and nothing, zip, nada. I feel bad for those people. But what did this whole project shutting down thing look like to the people who had actually bought those pets? I tried to get in contact with a few of them. I thought that Gravy Catman and LCLC were Pet Simulator X NFT owners, but apparently they never got the pets because they lost the bid for it. They lost the auction. But LCLC did provide me with a screenshot of what the owners of these Pet Simulator X NFTs got in game. And they got this big old notice here, which is pretty much the same thing as we saw on the website. But I literally just spotted this just then and there. Look at the top left. It's the man. It's freaking Power Max Plays. Dear God, this guy is literally starting to pop up everywhere. He's like the Thanos of Roblox. Holy moly. So right now you'd be thinking, oh, well, you know, case solved. You know, the NFT problem, it's all done. It's all well and good. The Pet Simulator X pets, they've all been flushed down the toilet. They're all tradable now to all the boys and girls around Pet Simulator X, like Santa Claus if he was just giving away free items. But there's still the question of the refunds, and the RTC brings up this point pretty well when they say the full amount refunds repaid remains unclear after the price of Ethereum has dropped by almost 60% since the project's launch in November 2021. So to put that into context, say you bought one of these huge Pegasus for 4 Ethereum back in 2021. Ethereum was really, really high back then. It was like very, very up there. Like they say, it's dropped 60% since then. So let's say 4 Ethereum was worth $40,000 back then. Now fast forward to 2022, that's dropped by 60%. So now 4 Ethereum would be worth something like $15,000. Now is Preston and Big Games refunding the person 4 Ethereum, which would just be $16,000 when they paid $40,000? Or are they refunding them like 8 Ethereum, which equals $40,000? Preston himself says, we worked this out with the owners. They received a full refund of Ethereum and keep the item in game, made tradable. We didn't profit anything. That's not how currency works. Still not really revealing it. He says they received the full refund in Ethereum, which leads me to think that maybe it still was just 4 Ethereum, in which case whoever bought the NFTs lost quite a bit of money, even if Preston didn't exactly profit. But then again, they also bought NFTs. We all know how that went. All the NFTs have just been going straight down. It's like a gamble. Yeah, I don't feel bad if they lost money to NFTs because it's literally NFTs. So you know what? I'm gonna say it. I think we can excuse Big Games and Preston on this one. After all, they did end up providing the refund to those people and they gave a lot of stuff back, and Preston says he didn't profit, so hey, I think that's fine. Now, as to the reason they had to shut down the project, there's a lot of theories going on out there. There's the thought that Roblox didn't want the heat from NFTs, so they asked Preston to shut it down because, you know, people hate NFTs and that'll get regulation centered directly at Roblox, and Roblox didn't want any of that, so they would have politely asked Preston to shut it down. Or Gravy Catman gave a suggestion, which was it just took too much effort for them, the devs, to keep the NFT project online. Because I presume every single time that one of these NFTs got traded, they'd have to update in-game who owned that Pegasus, because it was linked to the NFT, and so that would be very annoying for Preston. But again, I don't think they got sold that much. I don't think they got passed around very often, so I don't really know what was going on there. Or it could have been something completely different. Preston's family could have been kidnapped by the NFT king, and he didn't want Preston taking over his empire, so he told Preston, stop and I'll release your family, and maybe that's what happened. I don't know, but let me know if you have a little theory down below. And I thought that was just interesting, seeing what happened to the Pet Simulator X NFTs right off the bat of releasing Titanic plushies for $250, which actually got confirmed as $250, and I still think is a total ripoff. Big plushies this size, you can probably get for like $30, but no, you gotta slap on another $220 just because it gets you a Titanic in-game pet. Wow, Pet Simulator X ain't it. I'm not a fan. Not cool, not epic. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.